All right, we are live and ready to go. Everybody
Hi.
say hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
All right, well, I heard it. I just don't see it.
See what?
Everybody say hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. 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 Hello.
Okay, then we won't worry about what my phone is doing because the sound is all that
Yeah.
matters.
Good.
All right, so last week you guys were celebrating Valentine's Day. The week before that, when we were playing, we let me zoom in on the map a little bit. There we go. You had come upon Luthien had been wandering around trying to grab some herbs and spices and plants, um, flowers, and all that stuff when she came upon this weird looking cow critter that turned out to be a cataplepus. And and then the rest of the party came running up once she told you what was happening. It turned out that that was the baby. And these two larger mounds off in the distance stood up and came over to you guys. Um, and they were the parents. You killed one. Luthien turned the other one into a rabbit, which is now
I the other one
attacking
into a
Jackson with uh, wild abandon. And whoever it was polymorphed him, and someone else did hold monster on the calf. So that is currently paralyzed. And that is
Yep.
where we left it off. Uh, Luthien
So,
had
we're in battle.
received had was about ready to. Her eyes turned red in hatred towards Scrambles and was about ready to cast a spell, and then she disappeared. And that's where we left off.
I thought she did. She did attack me and like sent her wolf at me or something. Oh, that's right. She called her wolf at me.
They were going to attack you, yes, but now she's gone, so we won't know what happens this week, at least. So we are at the top of round 3. with Taugen, what would you like to do?
Toggin tries to catch the rabbit. So let me go over there. He moves 10 feet, and then I try to grapple the rabbit.
All right, so you're going to be at disadvantage. Go ahead and give me a. It would normally be a strength check. I'm going to say it is a dex-based athletics check. So just change your athletics modifier to dex, and then roll athletics. And the critter is going to make an acrobatics check, if I can find him.
Well, it succeeds probably, so you probably don't even need to worry about it, because I rolled a 1.
7.
Look, man, I'm the one that turned it into a rabbit, okay?
Yep. It's real far off the ground. That's the problem. It's not you, Token. It's the rabbit.
Alright, I could have sworn it was in the combat tracker. Maybe I didn't put it in there. Let's try again. There it is. Alright, now it is not trained in acrobatics. Yes, so with an 11, it beats your 7. It is running around at Jackson's feet. It is tiny, so it's actually in Jackson's square. Let me turn down my Sirenscape. Alright, Scrambles.
Brambles is going to move
I think it's my volume overall.
to here. And he's going to take out his rope and try to lasso the Catablepus cat. The calf. Then as a free action, I'm going to bring up my echo on this side of the bunny. Try to help out
Bonus
Taugen.
action, okay.
That's my bonus action. Try to help out Taugen in wrangling the bunny.
And what are you trying to do with the rope?
Lasso it around the Catablepus that's being held currently. Scrambles is
Okay,
not
give me
proficient in
a
lassoing
sleight of hand.
and has no he's never done this before. He's a novice, so I totally understand whatever's going on. Let's go with my skills, sleight of
Well,
hand.
you wouldn't even probably even know what a lasso is.
I know how to make a
But
slip knot
you
though.
can
Yeah,
throw the
I know how to
rope
tie a
around his
rope
neck
around
and
something.
tie it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So
I'm not like lassoing like a cowboy. That's more or
Right.
less what I meant.
yeah,
I'm
I
just
got you.
making a big circle, chucking
Okay.
it over that bitch, trying to make it my bitch now.
Yep, so you throw the rope over its neck, grab it, tie it.
I think that's
Um,
probably all about I could do in a 6-second time period. Get my rope out, wrangle it around, throw it over it, and then get it around its neck. I'm avoiding the gaze.
Okay, that's a good call if you don't want 8.
It
Right.
has gaze. All right, so that's what I'm doing.
No one who knew that Scrambles was homophobic. All right.
I don't know. I'm a minotaur.
Well,
Shit gets
fun
weird.
fact, actually, as of like recently, more straight men have AIDS than gay men do.
All right, Blade.
Because of drug use.
Who had Blade in their cohorts? I think it was
Joe.
you, Mantha, wasn't it?
It was Joe.
Really?
Oh.
Okay, I didn't realize she was running Blade. All right.
I heard a new song this week, and it has the Patrick Leedle Leedle Lee in it. So in
Right.
my head, I've been going Leedle Leedle Lee for like a day
Yeah.
and a half now. And I've been listening. It's like, oh, if you listen to the song, it'll go away. Nope.
Nope.
I've been listening to it nonstop, and it is still just in my head. Leedle Leedle Lee. It's so stupid, and it made it even more catchy than the original Leedle Leedle Lee.
Right.
Sidetracking everything like an idiot, but I can't. Going.
Yikes.
I'm going crazy.
So your tactic to get rid of the song was to listen to it again.
So if you listen to a song, if you have a song stuck in your head, you're supposed to listen to it, and then it goes away.
No,
Theoretically,
that has
that's
never
what
been
the
the case
experts.
for me.
That is what the experts say. I'm not saying they're right, but that's what I have been told
No, that is the
by
opposite of what
9 out of
happens to
10.
me.
9 out of 10 doctors recommend that you listen to the song.
Yeah, the
It did not work at all.
no, I agree.
It
It did
was,
not work.
normally I don't care,
I
but this
typically
time I'm
have
like,
to.
shit, it's stuck directly in my dome.
All right, so I don't. She doesn't know what is going on. Blade is going to move up. Nothing is attacking. So she's just going to ready in action to. Why doesn't she have any kind of ranged attack? She doesn't have a cantrip. She doesn't have a ranged weapon. That's stupid. Alright, well, we need to fix that. Give her a crossbow or something. Okay, so she's going to just ready a. She has a scimitar in one hand and a dagger in the other. She will throw the dagger if something becomes aggressive.
Cool. She's got a
Because
knife.
somebody did yell out not to kill the rabbit.
Yes.
Alright,
Somebody did yell that.
Jackson, this rabbit has attacked you and it has bit into you, doing 2 points of damage.
Okay, I'm going to attack the rabbit.
Do
minute.
not! Do not! You just got told, don't kill the rabbit.
So the rabbit was a catoblepus, and you guys you've been told don't attack it. If you want to attack it, it's your choice. It is biting you, and you see
Then I'm gonna
Toggin
move
on
away
his
then.
hands and knees
I will
trying to
move
grab
away,
it.
or I will fend
Okay.
it off with my javelin or something.
Okay, so you can take the dodge action, or you can move. You can disengage, whatever you want to.
Disengage, move,
Okay.
and dodge. All of the above.
Go ahead and move. You cannot do all the above, but you can disengage.
Okay, so I just take a guard a step back, basically.
You can move up to your speed.
Are we being attacked by anybody else here? How
The
about the?
big creature
No,
next
just,
to you is frozen and is not moving.
Okay, so I'm just gonna step out and over here somewhere. Anybody object?
No, it's totally cool.
Okay.
Just don't hit it.
The rabbit takes its opportunity attack.
You die.
3,000 points of damage.
Does the Monty Python thing where it flies through the air, just gets your eye.
Alright, so it is going to run over. Away from the thing that's trying to grab it. And is going to jump into Scramble Square. And is attacking you.
Really?
I'm gonna roll charm.
Here it is.
He fucks the rabbit.
It's a miss. As this rabbit is. Alright, I need to find. So you said you did not do the hold person? Hold monster? Taugen?
I think it was Luthien because I'm currently holding concentration on polymorph.
Okay. So, hold the
No, it was
monster
definitely Luthien now. Yeah.
has the end of each of its turn. Okay.
I'll be right back.
Nope. 10's not gonna do it. Alright. So it is still sitting there, unmoving. Why did I get a error? It doesn't want me to pass the turn for them. Okay. Let's go to. Alright, Kree. What is Kree going to be doing?
He's gonna be doing his usual chill self and keeping an eye on things. And
Scrambles
that's
is
it.
hurt. If you want to heal him,
Yes, that'd be cool. I'm not gonna go that far. Are we still in battle technically?
yes.
Okay. Let's see. What do we got here? Actions.
Alright, so first of all, his speed is 30. Second of all,
Yeah.
the you're going to his echo. So you want to go to the scrambles that has the rabbit on him.
Oh, okay. Okay, you it should be. Okay, what and cure wounds. Just spell, pair of healing. How bad is Scrambles? He's 27, or Scrambles is 27 out of his 111.
He has
Yes.
27 wounds out of 111, so
Yeah, I still
the
have
maximum you can
quite a bit
heal him
left.
is 27 hit
Oh,
points.
right, okay, okay. So I have I can do a cure wounds 2d8 plus 1d8 plus 4 or 2d8 plus 4. I don't know why difference.
One's level 1, one's level 2.
Right, but I can only the spells my spell's a level 1.
You can
So can I
cast it
cast
at
his
level
level
2.
2?
Yeah, if you
Oh.
wanted to, you could.
Okay, I'll do that then.
Okay, so make sure he's targeted. And then click
Okay.
the little plus symbol. Very nice. You're healed for 16 points. Now we're
Ooh,
up
thank you.
below his
Nice.
weapons on his actions page. There are spell slots. Click one of the second level spell slots.
Okay.
Starfinder does it automatically. D&D still have
Okay.
to do it manually. Alright, so that's good. And then he's done. He runs up, mumbling, and touches scrambles, and you feel better.
Good. I like that.
And his momentum allows him to go again.
Cool.
Mhm.
So what would you like to do, Kree?
I don't know. We have a plan of action. Why aren't we out of battle yet? Are we still fighting the calf?
Scrambles is currently trying to wrangle the big calf thing, and Taugen is trying to catch the bunny. and you got attacked by the bunny.
You want me to
That's
help
pretty
you
much
with the? You want Cree to help you with the cow?
Heck yeah.
Okay.
Scrambles looks like he does not know what he's doing.
I don't know
Because
how
he
much
doesn't.
wrangling I have experience with.
I was thinking there's very
Oh,
good reason for him
I
to look like he
I have,
doesn't know what he's doing.
I have
Fucking-
uh, Cree has high animal handling skills,
okay.
so that works out well. So cool. That's what I'll do. Help
Yeah, if
you
you
out.
could help me calm it down or
Whatever. I do
anything to
everything.
really get it out of this mucky pit, Scrambles would be happy.
Yep. Good to go.
All right, so if you look at the picture, and from experience, you guys know that the eyes will mess you up, and you know that his tail will mess you up. So you will need to come up with a way of protecting yourselves from those two things. There's the picture in case you close it.
Eyes
I
and
have a
tail.
plan for one of those things,
Okay.
but I can't do it on my turn. I have to do it on my next turn. My last turn was preoccupied with getting a leash around it so it doesn't run away.
All right, so Kree will come up, and what is he doing to try to help with this creature? Right now, it has a rope tied around its neck.
He can.
It is the size, the body is the size of a large cow, and then from that large body comes the long neck and the even longer tail.
Right. I mean, he has the skills. I don't know what the skills are.
What is something
He's
he
gonna
could
help
do
out
to stop the tail from attacking people?
Yeah. I'll, I can try to calm the beast. Whatever. Something.
Okay. Blade is going to continue to be on guard, ready in action to attack if something comes close. Rabbit is attacking Scrambles.
Scrambles yells out, "Get me a bag or a pillowcase!"
2 on the dice. It misses. Sad day.
So,
Would you, on a polymorph, do they get a save? Or does the saver suck until they take damage?
question. I think Cal
Um,
gets it to wipe it.
transformation lasts for the duration or until the target drops to 0 hit points or dies. So they do not get a save.
Okay.
So Scrambles is going to try to blindfold the Cataplepus calf.
Alright, so you take
Grab
out
some
cloak or a shirt,
shirt. Yep, just a dirty
and
shirt.
you wrap it around its head,
Yeah.
covering its eyes. Okay. That will take
Yeah.
you at least 6 seconds.
I agree. And then I'm gonna yell out as a free action. What? As a bonus action, could I try to grab the rabbit? Or no?
No.
I could grab this rabbit pretty easy.
I know.
My athletics is really high. So Scrambles will yell out. He'll yell out, tie the tail around itself so it can't whip it around. You know, like when you coil up a whip, do that with its tail, tie it to itself. Probably gonna take 2 of you.
Alright, so as you say that, it bellows and starts moving again.
Sick.
Kree is right there. He has disadvantage because he can't see. So Kree is able to jump out of the way of this swinging tail.
Yay.
Alright, something is wrong with this guy. Doesn't like when I leave. What's wrong? Save, and I bet you is wrong. Doesn't matter because it's not saved anyway. Oh, it wouldn't have been able to attack this turn. It's at the end of its turn when it makes the save. But it's okay, it missed. Now let's see if that takes it away. Okay, good. Alright, Jackson.
I'll go over and supervise them dealing with the calf.
Okay, go ahead and move yourself. Toggin. Oh, hold on. Okay, now Toggin.
You are okay with Rabbit for a minute, right? And then Toggen's gonna come up and try to do the thing that Scrambles told us to do. So he's gonna try to grab the tail and like hold it, I guess, like wrap it around in the
Okay, you would
loop
have to
that
be
he
over
wants.
here to do that.
Okay, I don't know where its head is, so yeah.
And I'm going to say this is the same thing because it's very long and sinewy and moving around. You could try grabbing it earlier toward its body, but then it might hit you. So go ahead and give me the same thing as you did last time, just not at disadvantage. The dexterity athletics. $14. Alright, so you're able to do that. Let me check something. Tail. It is bludgeoning damage. Despite the picture, it looks like it's piercing. Let me make sure the calf isn't different.
Is it indifferent?
Okay, it's not different. Alright, Alright, so it is not possible to wrap it around it. You could tie it off and with a rope, and somebody could hold it taut, or you could, pin it in the ground with the rope tied to it if you want, but you wouldn't be able to actually wrap it around its own body.
It's just not long enough to go in a circle.
Correct. And it still has control over itself as well, so it would be able to pull itself free eventually, even if you were able to do it like around one of the legs. You could probably do it that way.
Yeah, that's what they do with gators. They tie one of the tails to like the front leg or to the back leg.
With a rope, yes.
Can Scrambles roll to see if he knows that? Is there a roll that Scrambles
Well, I just
would
said
know?
you could do that. So yeah,
Oh.
you guys would know. You can. What I'm saying is you can't use the tail itself as a rope and tie it around its own leg or its own body. But if you use a rope, you can do anything you want with that rope.
Yeah.
To the tail.
No, usually they take the tail and they in the middle of it, they tie the rope around it and then they tie it up around like the legs.
Yes,
or they
tie. And that's why I said he can do that all day. Does
okay, cool.
Toggin have a rope?
Yeah, I thought you just said that Do I have a rope? I thought I did. Wait. Yeah, I've got two.
Okay. Yep.
Nice.
Okay, I thought
I have
you had
one.
just said that I wasted my turn to find out that the tail's not long enough to go in the circle. So
No, you said you grabbed the tail, and you did that. So you have the tail now, and it's not able to attack anybody with your strength. So you're holding the tail. You can take your rope out and start tying it, and then figure out what you want to do with it next turn. Or
okay,
Cree or Jackson can do something with this tied tail.
I
With the
do that.
tail
Then
tied
I
to a rope.
get it ready for whoever else is doing
Yep.
stuff with it.
No, I did not mean to misspeak. You did not waste your time. And your motivation allows you to go again. Why is it? Hold on a second. What? What just happened? This is turn. Round 5, Luthien. Turn. It just skipped the calf for some reason. I don't know why. Alright, so.
Wait, the calf already went before Jackson did.
This is the next turn. It's round 5.
Oh, okay.
Um, so, one thing I forgot to have. So I'm just going to have everybody do it. On its turn, this stench comes spewing out of it. With your 15 sleight of hand. That was for the rope. I need a sleight of hand for the mask, the blindfold.
From
From
I think
Scrambles.
Scrambles for the shirt that he's using.
okay.
See how well you tied it off as this thing starts. Okay. And then everybody, 1, 2, 3, click, click. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, you're all there. Constitution. Save of 12.
Rip.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Alright, so it wiggles around and moves. Talking, what is your normal strength athletics?
+5.
Alright, so that's 15. And its strength is. That's not too bad. It's pretty strong. It's a big old critter. Alright, so it's going to try to. Scrambles, what is your athletics? It's going to try to.
It is my
itself
athletics is
free.
+5.
Alright, so it starts moving around, moving its head, neck, and tries to start. And it's calling out, crying, bleeding, bleating.
Leedle.
And the I don't think there's a cow sound. Nope. Oh, there it
They
is.
don't have a cow sound in
They
that
did.
Sirenscape? Okay, thank God. It's like they have
Um,
freaking 35 fart noises.
Yeah.
One cow. No, somebody couldn't go moo.
Uh,
I was very surprised.
so it's
Same.
starting to try to move itself, and try to find its mom or father. One is dead though, so he'll never find his father again. Alright,
Might not find his mother either, because it's because she's a rabbit right now. Um, did I do the tail thing? Is the tail thing done?
You didn't say. Okay, first of all, you didn't say what you did was you have the tail in your hand and you have a rope tied around it successfully. I need a sleight of hand to see how good that knot is. Now, what are you
Could
going to
I
do with
argue
it?
that that would be survival since that
Tying a
would
knot.
like
Tying a
tying
knot
a
can be
knot?
survival.
I'll
The
give you
rest of it is
survival. That's fine.
arguable. The rest of it's arguable, but knot tying is definitely that's some Boy Scout survival shit right there.
Okay. Now, what are you going to do with the other end of the rope?
Tied to the rabbit.
Yeah, if we could catch the rabbit.
Oh, I'm going to catch that rabbit my next turn. I've made it my
He
life goal.
swings his tail and the rabbit goes flying. um, yeah. I'm gonna tie the other and like tie the rope around its one of its front legs. I think is what somebody said we could do. I think that sounds fine. So we're gonna do
Okay, so
that.
that is going to be scrambles has echo needs to be out of the way as you move into that square, um, and that is I'll give you another survival check on that as it is not allowing you to do so. It is fighting you, and it is going to do a acrobatics. Click, 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 click. Gotta believe this.
You know what? I just want to be done with this. I'm gonna use my inspiration to re-roll that survival check.
Acrobatics. Okay, you don't need to because it rolled an 8.
Well,
So you tie its tail to one of its front legs, and it's whipping. Both of them are still whipping around and stuff, but now the tail cannot hurt you.
Yay.
woo. Da 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 da.
All right, Cree. I'm just presuming you're helping with Toggin.
Yep.
Doing this because it's not an easy thing, especially in 6 seconds. Jackson, what are you doing? This thing is
Same thing.
whipping around its head, which is blindfolded. It is trying to scrape its head on the ground to get the blindfold off.
I will confer with Cree to ask what my best thing to do is. What my best, I mean, can I be physical with
and
it, or-
you are vomiting. You are poisoned.
Me?
Yes, you and Cree. You guys failed the
Oh.
save. This stench is so bad you're spewing.
Okay,
You can still
lovely.
do what you want, but you have disadvantage on anything you try to do. So he says, try to control the head.
I will try to control the head.
Okay, are you gonna grab it? Are you gonna put a rope around it again? What are you doing?
I will grapple with it.
Okay,
I'm pretty
So-
strong, right? Big guy.
it would be a athletics check with disadvantage.
Okay. My disadvantage thing is not here. There it is. Okay, disadvantage. Next check.
Athletics. All right. Well, you matched, so you are barely able to hold on as this thing is moving around. Scrambles has the rope tied around one part of its neck. So, do you want to try to, if you're guiding a cow, you would want the rope around that by the shoulders. in this case, do you want the rope up by its head? Where do you want the rope to be? Since there's only one rope right now.
I would want the rope by its head,
Okay.
so it can't shake its head around and headbutt things or slam its head into stuff like a giraffe.
Okay.
Once again, not trained in this, never done it before. Fucking just try and shoot out.
Hey, that's how most people learn.
So Blade is posting this on Instagram as you guys are trying to fight with this thing and it's screaming and crying and rabbits are attacking you and biting your feet.
Group of losers failed to catch a cow.
Scrambles
She's
will
like
hand,
streaming it live on.
Scrambles will hand his rope to Jackson because Jackson's pretty
Okay.
strong, and then he's gonna try to pick up the money.
Alright, so again, so what you do is you go to your skills page
Go to athletics.
and then where you see acrobatics, athletics, the stat is strength, STR.
Yeah.
Click that until it says DEX.
Okay.
And then roll it. And it is going to, rabbit's going to try and escape.
16's pretty fucking good.
One. Alright, well, it zigs as you also zig, and you snatch it. So you now have, you're holding this rabbit by its ears as it's wiggling and trying to scratch you with its little pointy claws.
Nice. I'm gonna walk over to Taugen with my rabbit.
Hey, Mom, can I keep it?
And I hand it out to Taugen. Watch out for the fangs. But I hand it to him like fangs out. So it's like legs are pointing at him and it's like thrashing about violently and I'm like holding it by
Watch
the
out
back.
for the sharp bits, and
And I'm
all the
like,
sharp bits are
yeah, and
towards
I'm
me.
holding it. I'm handy. I don't, this is a risk I'm not willing to take.
You're out here doing like the number one
Yes.
thing of like passing a knife to somebody, where
So
you
keep
just
in
hand
mind,
it
Blade out.
blade first.
this is
So
a
I had
mother,
scissors, ran with it.
and you have tied up its baby. You're all surrounding its baby. That's
Yes.
how happy
Yep.
this thing is.
Yeah, oh no,
Okay.
I understand. It's very upset with me.
All right.
We've all been there. We've all been a Catablebus before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have we?
All right.
know
So
what
the
you
rabbit's
guys
trying
do.
to escape. Give me a Toggin. Give me a
Strength. You're holding it. It's trying to run away.
yeah. It would be
Gotta be a
acrobat.
strength.
Athletics. Regular athletics. Alright, so you have this thing secure. Round 6.
Round 6.
Scrambles.
Scrambles is going to ask Blaze if... Yeah, Scrambles is going to move first now that he doesn't need to hand Taugen anything. He's going to go over to Blaze and ask if she has a... Blade, excuse me. I keep saying Blaze. Go over to Blade and ask Blade if she has a rope that I can use for the moment.
Toggin has 2.
Oh.
Well,
Okay.
1 now.
Then
He has another one.
Then I'm not going to leave then. I'll just ask Taugen if I can get his rope out. And I'm going to try to throw another rope around.
You see it wrapped
Yeah,
around
it's got a
his
grappling
back.
hook attached to one end, but like, yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, so Scrambles will take out the rope, and he's going to try to loop it behind the other rope if possible.
Which
So,
one?
like,
The
further
tail
back
or the
on
head?
the head. So
Okay.
yeah, I got one over its head, and I'm trying to get this one a little further down if possible. Do you want me to give you a sleight of hand on that?
All right. If we come around the other side, you won't be at disadvantage. Um,
Okay. So next to Jackson, or am I? I can just switch spots with my Echo if that's what you
opposite
mean.
sides of Toggin. Or, yeah, I guess it was the Echo too, but Toggin's got the rabbit and the tail is thrashing by its front foot right there, all on this side.
Oh, that's the tail end. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
In the picture, his head is pointed at Taugen, so I was confused. Then yes, I will move over to here, but I will move the way I was doing it before. I will not try to jump over him in the middle of the thing and do a bunch of dumb shit like I just drew with my arrow.
We've barely contained this thing, and already Scrambles is like, okay, let me use it as a hurdle and fucking.
Do a backflip, which actually I'm pretty good at doing a backflip. So my
All right,
acrobatics is
so
fucking high.
you
I
are
mean, I
able to
know, I
put the
just think
rope
it's funny.
over its neck and grab the other end of the rope.
Okay.
I do want a survival or a sleight of hand to see how well you're able to do it. Again, this thing is not cooperating and is freaking out.
Totally understandable.
16, okay. Alright, so there are now 2 ropes on it. Well, 3 if you count the one doing the tail.
Other than the leg.
And Cree.
The scrambles we yell out.
Scrambles. Hold on a second. Let me see if this. What happens if you guys save? Is it series save forever? Yes. So you're immune. You're immune. All right. So Cree needs to make a save.
Say what
He does not. And before I forget, I'll just do it for Jackson right now. He also fails. All right. It's really stinky.
Yeah.
All right. So he says, as he's backing up and choking, says, "You need to. It's just gonna move forward. You guys need to somehow stop it from moving forward." As he's coughing and throwing up.
don't we have things like
Yes. Scrambles yells out, "Tie it off to the rod of immobility."
right?
We can get it out of this mud. We can just pull it up out of this mud and then tie it down to the rod of immobility while we figure out what to do with it. Maybe Taugen can brew a sleeping spell or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I got. Jackson also has rope, you know.
Perfect.
Mobility.
Is it better?
Nope. So it's fieldly fighting rabbit.
What's the wand of binding do? I could also use wand of binding, couldn't I?
That is the one that's.
I don't know what it does. Will you post it in the chat?
You're the one. I think that's the one that did the hold monster.
I don't want a bonding.
14. Why didn't it say whether or not it hit? Alright, that's a miss. Alright, so as the rabbit's still trying to bite you, Toggin. Jackson, you're still throwing up. Is there anything in particular you wanted to do?
No. Can I back up a little bit or no?
You can. You have the one of the ropes, so you can back up. Alright, Toggin.
Oh gosh. Over here, like, what can I do with this rabbit? I think I have a bag. I've got an empty pouch. Can I shove it in a pouch?
In a pouch? No.
I don't know
Rabbit
how
would not fit
big
in a
those
pouch.
are.
Do you have a comically large top hat? It is canonically accurate. If you put a rabbit in a hat, it will go into a top hat. Straw hat, cowboy hat does not work.
I've got a bag of sand.
No. Too small.
I've
You would have
Start
to have a
shoving dust
sack.
of dryness in
A
it.
sack or backpack to put this thing in. If you're putting it
I
into
do
something.
have my backpack.
Yeah, just shit everywhere. Shit and piss everywhere. It's gonna be doing that for sure.
You'd
Hey, it's
also
your backpack,
have
not
to
mine.
empty your backpack to some extent.
Yeah, just cram it in there.
Well,
I
no,
have
my
4
backpack's three
bags of
different things.
sand.
You've got 4 bags of sand.
Yeah, in my bag of holding, I have 4 bags of sand.
Again, the
I
bags
can
of
dump
sand are
one
too
out.
small.
Oh,
Oh, damn.
they're like sandwich bags.
Yes,
Gotcha.
they're between a.
But
They're definitely smaller than a Crown Royal bag.
Oh, kitty.
I don't think my ring of animal influence will work because it's not like actually an animal. It's not actually a beast. Like it's physically a beast, but I don't think it's mentally a beast. Um, I'm really trying to think of what I can do with this thing. I've got a hunting trap. I don't know. I'm just gonna
Just hold
uh,
on to it.
use my action to grapple it to try to immobilize it.
Okay.
I figure that's probably strange. Oh, fuck me. I guess now I use my inspiration for this. There we go. I'm grappling the rabbit.
You can say it's a wascally wabbit.
Get out.
Just zero
Just.
laugh. Just not even a pity. That shit worked for 85 years while Dad and Ron were kids. Wascally wabbits.
Oh, here it is. Holy snikes. Why is it so much? Alright. Oh, it's up to an hour. Okay. Alright, so at this point, we'll go ahead and drop out. I thought it was a minute. So I figured you guys had a minute to figure out what to do with this rabbit. But it's an hour.
Oh, no, yeah.
And so you guys have pretty much wrangled the calf. It's going to charge. It would have charged forward next. But between now that you have 2 ropes on it, Scrambles and Jackson can just sort of like separate on either side of it and sort of wrangle it. It will eventually, after 10 minutes or so, calm down. Since it is blinded, it can't see anyway. It just sort of sits there and whimpers a little bit as it's sniffing and moving its head around. Will let out a plaintive cry every few minutes. What are you planning on doing with this thing? The person who wanted it isn't here, so
She said
what
that
are you
they
going
make
to be doing?
good guard animals. I think she
Yeah.
either wanted to train it or sell it.
I think we should sell it. It's too much shit to have this thing around us at all times trying to train it. If we were back at home and we were going to be stationary for several months, that would make sense. But we are actively on the road and plan to be on the road for the next several weeks.
You think we could like tie it to like the back of the wagon or something so that it's not like attacking our animal?
Yeah. Oh no, we're going to definitely have to like hog tie it and put it in the wagon or do something.
Correct. That that would be your only answer. Would be to hog tie it. You cannot lead it behind
Yeah, it's not broken.
the the cart slash wagon. But if you tie it up, and all three of you super strong people drag it and then dump it into the cart or wagon, you could do that.
Yeah. We will have to do that.
Well, we're doing that.
That's what we'll do.
All right. So, if you have not already, let me first of all clear the movement is now. Tokens are unlocked. What are you going to do with the rabbit? It's going to take you pretty much the hour to wrangle this thing back down, tie it up, stick it in the cart. It's going to take you half hour at least to do all that. What is the goal with the rabbit?
Um, so we could either just fight this thing and kill the other parent, or I don't know. I could just kind of throw it if we run away.
I like that idea.
But
I
I
have
think it might take enough damage to turn back into the normal Cataplepus if I just yeet it. So
I have a question for Taugen and then a completely unrelated question for our DM. So my first question is for Taugen. It is a rabbit now. Does it have rabbit stats, or does it have Cataplepus stats? Like if I punch this thing, does it die like it's a rabbit, or does it not die because it has Cataplepus health?
it dies because it's a rabbit. I'm think like technically polymorph like changes your physical stats and your mental stats stay the same because your
No,
brain is still no, it doesn't do that.
that is
Okay.
druid wild shape.
Okay. My
Well,
second question for the DM,
it's a rabbit.
completely unrelated, so just forget about what I was talking about. Not important. What's fall damage per foot section again?
10 feet, 1d6 per 10 feet.
Just throwing it out there. I could
Maybe
hand it to
literally.
my Echo Avatar and drop it from 1,000 feet in the air, and it'll just die.
Wait. I think your avatar would have to take it up there and then
Uh-huh.
hit it so that it turns back. I guess I could just drop concentration.
No, because you could just leave it as a rabbit. If you drop a rabbit from 1,000 feet in the air, it dies.
Yeah, but if it dies as a rabbit, it turns back into the full-grown Cataplepus.
Ah, so let's do some fun math then. How much? What's the damage on that?
You know, you could just go up there with the echo, and I could drop
Give me an
concentration on
arcana
it.
check, Taugen.
So it's every 10 feet is a 1d6. Is that correct?
So you know that it says if it reverts as a result of dropping to 0 hit points, any excess damage carries over to its natural form. As long as the excess damage doesn't reduce the creature's normal form to 0 hit points, it isn't knocked unconscious. So if he were to drop the rabbit, the
From
excess
1,000
damage
feet.
would go to the Cataplepus.
It would take 100d6 damage. And technically, we wouldn't be killing it. Gravity would be. So we don't
And
even
it
lose points morally.
actually fall damage maxes out at 20 d6.
What? Laws of gravity apply like what is it? Terminal velocity? That applies in D&D?
Yes.
Stupid. Not happy with
Convenient when it's your PC that's falling. Inconvenient when you're trying to kill
You can drop
something by a
scrambles off a
puzzle.
building? I'm
Yeah.
fine.
You drop-
Alright. So 20d6? That's not very much.
Well, we could still do that and then, like, just all attack it.
I think that's probably the way to go. It looks... Yeah. I mean, I could just move it 1,000 feet away and let it go. Or
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's about it.
I honestly, I think dropping it might be better for us, just because then we can be sure that it's
Yeah. What if
not
everybody
running
just
after
turns
us.
away from the echo? I will bring it up 1,000 feet, drop it. and it- Okay, I think that's what we should do. That's
We'll drop it
that's
like
one
straight
vote for
at us,
Scramble.
but
Scramble's thumbs up. He looks over at Cree and at Jackson. How do you guys feel about just dropping this thing from the sky so we don't have to deal with it?
That's not very nice.
I mean, we killed the other
yeah,
one.
I
Yeah,
think
but
we were
still.
always planning on killing this one. I just bought us time.
So you're pro move it away 1,000 feet and just let it go. Is that your option then? Because I think those are the only two solutions we have so far.
It would be
I'm
200
open
feet.
to
There's no point in going more than 200 feet
why?
because it doesn't do any extra damage.
No, I'm saying moving away 1,000 feet versus dropping
Oh,
it from 1,000
okay.
feet. We could just release it 1,000 feet away, and then I just lose concentration on the echo, and it does whatever it's going to do in an hour. You know? Is that what Jackson thinks we should do instead? I'm not judging, just asking. Trying to figure out what Jackson wants us to do with this thing.
I don't care. Do whatever you want.
Okay. So that's 2 votes for drop it out of the air. He'll
Will
look at
Blade leave the group
Blade.
if we if we do this?
He'll look over at Blade. What do you think we should do?
Oh, never mind. She was pro torching goblins, so I think we're
If
Yeah, she
good.
was going to kill a whole town of goblins.
that's
So
because they're disgusting goblins. It's a racial thing. Has
this is
nothing
a
to do with
disgusting catoblepus. It shits
catoblepus.
That tried to
acid.
kill
It
us.
has,
That's a
it has
monstrosity.
stagnant smell. It
It's
has a
not
stagnant
a
smell.
a subhuman trying to be act like a human. So
Okay,
her viewpoint um, has nothing.
whatever.
Equating the two is not accurate. But
This is a
she doesn't
giant
care if you want to kill it.
hideous
But she does
monster.
say, "Yeah, if you take it out 1,000 feet, it's just going to come back."
You think it could smell us and track us down?
It would not be unlikely that it could smell its baby.
Okay, done. Scrambles is fine with putting the bunny in some type of bag or sack or a shirt that we tie up like a homeless person shirt, and then he'll take it up and just drop it 1,000 feet. But he's not gonna do it directly where we're standing. He's gonna go over
Go and
10
see if
feet.
it makes another crater.
That would be wild.
All
No,
right,
it
so Micah,
wouldn't.
give me
But
20d6.
Have you ever asked anybody for that before?
You can. Okay, you got
Is that the most amount of dice you've ever asked someone to roll? In one shot. 71, take that, Jackson.
d6
yeah, you
is
did better than me.
quite a bit. Yeah. All right, so with the damage it already had, it has 1 hit point left. So I'm gonna say
A
that is
stiff
enough.
wind goes in its
That is enough
direction.
to kill it.
Cool.
Because it would.
I think that
That's
might be
funny.
one of the most creative ways I've ever killed someone.
Hey guys, we're getting it done.
Yikes.
So what'd you do this weekend? I dropped a cat of bleepers.
Somebody's gonna think that that's like a metaphor for something, and then just
Yeah.
All right, so that does mean that you can't use any of the body parts from that.
From the second one, yeah. What about the
well, I
first one?
mean, it did fall as a rabbit, and then it took the. If we're gonna be.
We're being pretty slimy doing this in the first place. Let's
Oh
not
yeah.
extra slime it up. We're using a lot of discretion at this point. Let's not go any further. It's like when you get off of a DUI and then you ask the cop to drive you home. Hey, can I get an escort? Pretty fucked up. Anywho, I do want to harvest the first one. Can Scrambles, with the help of
I will
Luthien
help.
and Taugen, he doesn't know much about these things, but he knows they smell awful. So maybe there's like a gland or something that does the smelling for them.
So Toggin knows that the eyes are useful.
Ooh. So Scrambles will try to cut the eyes out.
If you are able to here it comes. So if you're able to get a pair of them, you're able to make goggles of withering.
Oh damn, that's cool.
That's cool.
You just become the Cataclysmus.
And
That's pretty fucking cool.
thanks to being AI, that's what the goggles of withering look like.
Ooh, that is cool. I like you, AI. You did a good job this time. I'm not always sure about what AI is doing, but this time I like.
So Toggin could not make the goggles himself because he's not an artificer,
We
but
could commission them.
since you have the eyes, which are the hardest part, just take some enchanting and some leather and some small minor metal work and stuff. It would be much cheaper than if you were to buy them.
Yeah, because we got the hardest part, I imagine.
Correct.
The fucking eyes are insanity. Okay. Well then, yeah, we will keep dim eyeballs. We got one set. I mean,
So I
does it
am
work with baby eyes?
putting them in the party sheet.
Yeah.
They would be much weaker, but yes.
Ooh.
There you go. There are two Cataplepaci in the party sheet.
Falcon, do you want to carry them or do you want me to carry them?
I can hold on to them if you want.
That's fine. You have more glassware than I do, so I need to use my glassware sparingly. Not that this isn't something that warrants that, but for sure. I think we should definitely use them for this, though. I will pay to have them made because that's a really cool magic item.
So this is what the
Ooh.
oh, it helps if you ID it first. There you go. This is what they do. Um,
Oh, it also gives
It
you
gives you
dark
dark
vision.
vision,
That's
which is great because
epic.
both of us have goggles of night.
Yeah,
It doesn't even be like, oh well, we have to see at night, so we have to, you know,
yeah,
let Jackson have it, something like that,
yeah. That's awesome. It replaces our current goggles, which is super cool. It upgrades them.
Upgrades, people, upgrade.
one thing that didn't, it's not on here. Once a creature is damaged by the goggles, they are immune for 1 hour.
Okay.
All right, so that's what that is, and that's what it will do. And don't forget, if you zoom out, there is this odd patch of land. That will the Cataclysmus were close to.
Yeah. So I'm gonna
Well,
go
hey,
over once we've
we gotta check that
gutted
out.
everything the way we can gut it and tied up the cataplepus and put it in the back of the thing. I'll go investigate the crater.
All right, so um, looking around, it's pretty clear, even from non-magic users, that this was some sort of magical um, battle that took place that tore up everything. There are still craters around, still rusted weapons and things.
Well, that's what this is. Anything,
So give me,
I'm gonna go. Are there actual swords on the field?
yes,
Or is that just like,
rusted weapons and things. Yes.
ooh, I'm gonna go pick this one up. Yeah.
Okay. The hilt crumbles in your hand, and you're just holding the tang and the blade.
it might
Scrabble's gonna.
not be of much value.
Anybody else doing anything in the area? Blade is gonna stay out. She doesn't like it. Gives her
Nope.
the willies, so she's not gonna go in until say where she is and just keep watch.
Jackson will do the same thing.
Uh, we can like take like a cursory glance around, see if there's anything to loot.
Sure.
But if it's just craters and swords, then there's probably
There are
not
other
anything
weapons
for us to get.
as besides just a sword, but yes.
Scrambles is moving through the crater to go investigate this tree. Moving slowly in case you tell me to stop.
Okay.
But yeah,
Um,
I'm gonna investigate that tree.
it's just a tree. Another one just like it down to the southeast.
No, this is like a very goldish tree, though.
Yeah,
Oh, it is kind of right next to the other one.
there's another one over here,
I'm
and
gonna look into one of these craters. Can I look into this crater over here? I'm looking at that crater over there.
all right. So you feel yourself really want as you're getting closer to this, and you see that there's some like a little piece of armor sticking up from the edge.
That's
So
cool.
you start digging it out a little bit,
Yeah, for sure. If I
um,
find some cool armor, I'd dig it out.
and you realize that it is being worn.
Roll for initiative.
The lower body is gone, but the chest and left arm are there. You saw the right pauldron shoulder piece sticking out, and that's what you started digging. So it takes you about 20 minutes,
Huh.
but you're able to dig it out. And
Okay.
it looks like you recognize it as half plate. Mainly because there's only half of it there. It doesn't have the legs or the arm pieces, gauntlets, helmet. All that stuff isn't there. Um, and it looks like this. Well, let me go ahead and. There you go. And I'm going to share it to you. Meanwhile, so it's taking him about 20 minutes to do that. What are the rest of you doing? As you guys see him digging around. Blade will sort of wander over a little closer just to get a better view, as she's also keeping watch.
Yeah, Jackson will do the same.
Toggin is pacing the rest of the battlefield, seeing if there's anything else of interest.
There are a couple times where you see a weapon or a shield that's not as rusted, but as soon as you pick it up, it will crumble, or if you bang it against something, they're very, very brittle, or just rusted and ruined.
Yeah. Just wanted to cover our bases. We found all the interesting.
But as you look around, go ahead and give me a perception check in the tower. The rabbit's still in the tower. Oh, let me get rid of the rabbit. Okay.
Yeah, we did already get rid of the rabbit,
Okay.
so.
Rabbits at a farm with other rabbits.
Yeah. So you see some bits and pieces of armor as well, a bone sticking out here and there, but nothing that would signify any kind of complete skeleton or even more than one or two bones together. Looks like the piece that was inside this armor was the most complete, and it's just what was inside the armor that is protected by. I mean, the bones, so the ribs and the arm bone and clavicle, the shoulder, and down to the pelvis, and everything else is gone on both ends. Um,
The armor I'm looking at, does it have all these doodles all over it?
yes.
The armor I'm very careful to not touch the doodles,
It's
but I
almost
do
impossible
call
not to.
Taugen over. Oh, well, I don't want to put my finger over the doodle and like trace it. Is what I mean. I'm gonna
Okay.
grab it. I'm gonna carry it over to Taugen and see if he can identify any of the doodles for me. Excuse me. Do anything? See anything else weird while I'm digging around for the skeleton thing or the doodly thing?
No.
Okay.
All right. So this is the armor to the rest of you.
I see.
Can I read the doodles?
When you read them, they look just like they do in the picture,
Okay. Hmm.
and you recognize that at least some of them, if not all of them, are magical. Some of them look like designs,
Yeah.
but others of them are definitely magical runes. Whether or not they still
Scrambles.
work,
Nice. Very
you don't
We're
know.
nice.
about
But
to find out. Scrambles takes his stuff over here to this tree. He takes off all of his armor and his cloak of billowing and his crazy shit, his goggles and bullcrap. He puts all of it down, including his axe, next to this tree. He tries to put the armor on.
okay,
It's gonna take him a second to do that because he's like unclicking things and
correct.
fucking
There
around
are
with
Yeah,
shit.
Toggen
bolts and
will
things, and
give
Very
you
clear
the
what's
next set
happening.
of hands.
Scrambles is mostly undressing.
okay. And again, you don't have to worry about the bottom of your armor that you would
Yeah,
normally
my
be wearing.
torso, my legs. I
You're
mean, yeah.
wearing
I don't know what I'm wearing.
mithril chain, I believe.
Oh yeah, I got that mithril armor from the farm when I killed I killed all those orcs by myself.
Yeah. Yep.
When my team was on the other side of the map, across a lake from me, and I just sneak attacked a room of 10 orcs with a flare.
Damn.
It's pretty fucking sick.
Mithril chainmail armor. Yes, that's what you're wearing is chainmail. So you have like a padded shirt, padded breeches, and then this chain armor on top of it. But because it's mithril, it's like from The Hobbit. It's very light. Doesn't make a lot of noise. Whereas this is heavier, much heavier. As you're putting it on, piece by piece. Um, are you cleaning it as you're going?
Yeah, I'll clean it up a little bit.
Okay, so it is very dirty because it's been buried, but um, You notice that there's not a whole lot of. You don't see any scratches on it. You don't see any wear and tear on it. The
Oh, nice.
leather still seems to work. That attaches and the clips and things that work. And you are able to put it on, and it
It
um,
does fit me.
shifts and changes a little bit to grow
Ooh.
to fit you.
How deep is this crater in the bottom right-hand corner above Jackson under Taugen?
That is 7 feet.
Scrambles runs and jumps and tries to fly over the crater in his new armor.
It does not. Um,
We know it's not armor of flying, guys.
that's right.
I don't. I'm not sure that was even like a magic item in D&D already, but
I
it's
don't
not
know.
that. It's
I
for
don't
sure
know.
not that now.
I don't know. And Scrambles lives in a world of fantasy, so he doesn't know that there are
Exactly.
items or D&D.
Could be.
He was hoping he could fly.
There are
It
boots of
didn't
flying,
happen.
so why not plate flying?
It didn't happen.
All right,
Okay.
so I'm going to pull you aside.
Oh no.
As Scrambles disappears from in front of us.
All right, so I'm giving you this item. I'll drop it in on your.
Scrambles plate.
Okay, is it ID'd?
Description. Half plate notes. Scrambles plate.
Okay, so as you're scrolling down,
Yes, I see
you'll
description.
notice that the armor class. So right now your armor class as Scrambles is 16.
Okay.
Your mithril plate plus the mithril chain 16. When you put
Sure.
this on, your base armor class is going to be 15. It is magical plate plus 3, so it'll be 18 plus your dex mod of 2, so your armor class will go up to 20.
Holy shit, that's a lot. Okay.
Then, so this is basically plus 3 plate mail or half plate.
Half plate. Okay.
Now, if you go all the way down to the bottom, there are
Scrambles plate.
two minor curses that are attached to it.
The item draws the power from its possessor, draining him. The owner must eat and drink twice as much to maintain his weight and health. Shit. That's a lot. I eat and drink a
And
lot already. This item was once owned by a werewolf. During days surrounding the full moon, the owner's body hair grows dramatically. Is that something that Scrambles knows whilst wearing it, or is gonna happen to him?
no, I'm just telling you this to Micah so that you can
Okay.
help roleplay
Oh, okay,
that
cool.
this is going to be happening. Um, that your hair's everywhere your hair.
Yeah.
You already
Okay.
have hair as it is.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
gonna look like one of those long-haired yaks.
correct. But you can easily cut it and things. And this is not something that's going to be. It's not crippling, is what I'm saying.
No.
And it's all flavor. I'm not
Sure.
going to unless you all are like captured and you can't eat for 2 or 3 days. So then it might
Yeah,
make a
that might be a
difference.
serious problem.
For the most part, you're just always going to be hungry. You just make a point of saying that you're eating more
Perfect.
often.
I'm
You're snacking
eating. Yeah.
more, drinking
Okay.
more. Um, like I said, it's just flavor text,
It's flavor text for that stuff.
but it's basically a plus 3 plate, and
Sweet.
it's made of darker metal inscribed with the runes, like the
Cool.
picture. And you should be able to open that picture on where it says description. There's a little
Yes,
bubble.
this
You
is
should
half
be able to
plate.
click on that and open it anytime you want.
Yeah, that's cool.
So, all right.
Is that what everybody else sees too, or no?
Yes. The only
Oh,
thing
okay.
I didn't like I said they don't know, and Scrambles doesn't
That
know
I'm
at this
drawn
point
to it.
that um, you're going to be eating as much and that you're going to
Yeah.
be long hair on during that week. So the full moon's the 21st. So a couple days
Okay.
before and then a couple days after, your hair will grow a little bit longer, and that's it.
Cool. Sounds good.
So I'll put you back. All right, so we are back, and it is time to go ahead and take a break. So basically, Scrambles now has +3 plate, half plate.
Nice.
Which is great. Does anybody need mithril? Or want mithril?
Um, uh, can I even wear that? Let me see.
It's my
So
size, so you
it
could
is not.
probably wear it.
All right, I was going to say it's
Oh,
not
I am.
magical, so it would need to be resized if depending on who's wearing it. But it is heavy armor, so check to make sure
I'm like,
whoever
I don't
wants it can
know if
wear
I
heavy
can
armor.
wear heavy armor.
It is very light and flexible, but it's still considered
Post it to the chat.
Oh yeah, no, I
heavy armor.
cannot.
So I'm taking this off of you, and like I said, this is very heavy.
The plate mail I have.
Yes, it does, and it doesn't. If you try to sneak around, and it is a little noisy.
Yes,
So,
I have disadvantage on stealth. I read that too.
all right, so I'm taking off your chainmail. It's still in your armor. Yeah, still there. Let me see. Did I scrambles plate? So now we click, we equip it. Yeah, and your armor class is went from 16 to 20.
That's nuts.
Yikes.
Yeah. I got tank here, boys. I can't
Don't
fly.
want to meet that in an alley.
I can't fly. But
Still,
I will say Toggin was ready to cast remove curse on you because he saw you put that armor on and then just
Yeah.
jump like head first into a pit.
I put all my
put your
weapons
head
down in case I
first.
put
He's
the
just
armor on.
jumping
No,
with
I'm
his
kidding. I'm
arms up.
kidding.
Superman.
Yeah.
All right.
I put the armor. I put all my weapons down just in case I went crazy and tried to kill everybody. I was like, I'd rather be barehanded. If I try to spaz out and stab somebody or something, I'm like, I'll put all my weapons down just in
That's
case.
valid.
That's right.
I'm
Yikes.
already hard enough to fight. I don't need any of my cool ass toys. So,
So, all
all
right.
right,
So we will go ahead and
break
take our
time.
break, uh, and we'll be back in 10 minutes as you guys are going to be heading back toward Neverwinter.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
All right, we are back. Let me make sure I add the encounter to you guys. The experience points.
Yay.
I'm here. My camera's being
Or
dumb.
sheet. XP.
XP. Woo! Somebody's breathing into their mic, and I don't know. It's
Oh.
probably I don't know.
Good thing I checked because I would have added it twice. All right. So you have about a couple hours. So that took about altogether with killing the Cataplepus, wrapping up the other one, taking up 200 feet, dropping it. Altogether took about an hour. Cleaning out the old armor, putting on the new stuff. I'm just typing in. So again, if you guys aren't anybody watching, or if you're not familiar with it, you can go to the calendar if you ever want to know what's going on. Today is the 8th. If that matters to anybody, here it is. So if you go up to the tools where the next to the combat tracker and such, you can open up the calendar, and you'll see that there are a bunch of days with red dots, and you'll see that there's one with a black circle on it, and on the top it also tells you the date, the year, and the time. The time may not always be accurate, but it's usually based on when we started the session, so I may not update it as we're going along. But anything that has a red dot, you can double click that number. So like yesterday, and on the 7th of Hammer, it tells you at 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 8:30, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 11:15. Tells you everything that happened that previous day. And you can go back and look at all the different days and see what's been going on since we started. This is a brand new year. If you squish it like I just did and make it to where you can only see one month at a time, that tells you the order of the months. So like after Hammer, the 30 days of Hammer, there's a 1 day of Midwinter, which is it's a holiday, midwinter holiday. Altriac, Chess, Tershak, and then the Greengrass annual holiday, stuff like that. So anyway, you'll notice there's only a little bit filled in because the calendar just flipped from 1623 to 1624. You guys are now in the 8th day of the new year. Anyway, so I'll just updating that. I said the same thing last week to the Thursday group, so 8th. Okay. Took the calf captive. It's now 4:30, and as you guys continue toward maybe pull up the map and see where you are. Okay, click. Sword Coast players. There we go. Alright, so you guys are on the high road, by the way. Here is a little. Don't know. Um, if I've ever shared this particular information patch, info dump to you. Reno, you want to read the thing I just posted in chat for us?
Okay. This highway hugs the coast, connecting Neverwinter to the coastal cities of Luskan to the north and Waterdeep to the south. For years, the stretch of road south of Neverwinter fell into disuse because of the frequent monster attacks. Of late, efforts have been made to keep the road safe with light patrols uh, of guards on horseback moving between Neverwinter and Leon. Leon, whatever you spell that. That's it, right? Did you get all that?
There we go. Sorry. So you guys left the Tribord Trail, went up, and you're now on the high road toward Neverwinter. It goes all the way up to Waterdeep, and eventually, I believe the high road also goes up to Baldur's Gate if you go high enough. Go. So as you're cruising along, you guys stop for the night. Per usual. Are you going to let Blade take a watch on her own, or are you still pairing her up with Jackson?
What do you guys think?
I don't know. It's only night 2. I mean, we could pair up with Jackson. I'll take a watch, whatever we need to do. I think we should keep her with somebody at least.
At least until night 3.
Yeah. Until she comes up with a brilliant idea like rabbit homicide.
Yeah.
Proves that she thinks like us.
All right, so the night goes uneventfully.
Yay. That's good.
I need a Arcana.
Ooh, I
And
don't think I have that. Nope.
survival check from anybody who has survival.
I
Anybody
have
who is
survival. I
trained in
don't have Arcana. Does anybody got Arcana?
I do. One.
I can roll the Arcana.
Oh, wait a minute.
I will roll the survival then.
Oh, and since I just closed it, that plate mail was also from the AI.
Oh man.
Oh, cool. Is that like a real item, or is that an item that you made? Or part both?
Part both. It's a
Cool.
+3 each aim. Half plate is an item.
Cool.
It is legendary. It is very hard to find and very rare. Very expensive.
Congrats, you got it for free.
Yeah.
Well,
Now you have more money to spend
slaughter
on the manor.
Cataplepa's parents.
Murder a bunny, but no one's talking. We're not gonna bring that up.
All right, so through
No,
trial and
just out of
error,
context, you say like, "Oh, look at my neat armor! I had to kill a bunny to get it."
Yeah.
and through Taugen's hunting skills, you realize that this thing eats dead things. Um, its gaze, normally its gaze would kill it, and then it would eat it.
Oh,
Um, so
okay.
you guys find a couple rabbits or some rodents or small children and
You
feed it
don't
to
say.
the catablepus.
Heck yeah.
And it stinks anyway, so when it uses the bathroom and stuff in the wagon and everything,
A wagon.
you can hardly even tell. You have to go physically look and see because it doesn't increase the stench at all. Um, and you're not sure that the cart will ever be the same.
Yeah, I want to get a new cart when we get to town.
We just got a new cart. We just go in. No, wait. The cart is the one that we had already, right?
I don't remember.
Yes,
At this point, I'm
Okay.
so lost.
the
I don't know if
wagon
the
is
one
Yeah.
the
came
one
before
that
the
you bought.
cart. You know,
Okay. Yeah.
kind of
Well.
a chicken and egg scenario. Um,
Yikes.
All right, so give me a survival check, Toggin, and then whoever's leading the group can roll with advantage.
Who's leading the group?
did you say I'm leading the group or who's leading
No,
the group?
I said who's leading the group?
Whoever has the highest survival.
I
I
got
think
plus
Taugen does.
6.
Survival. I have +4 on for
I'm also
me.
4. So yeah, I think it's gonna be
Okay.
Taugen's. While we're walking, how many days do we have till we get to where we're supposed to be going?
You'll get there today.
Oh, okay.
Neverwinter. You're
So
heading.
like several hours or no?
You guys were saying that you were yes. You guys were saying that you were going to be going to Waterdeep, which is
Yeah,
north of Neverwinter.
wherever we're going to is what I meant by that.
But the most closest one is Neverwinter first, and that's the big
Okay.
major city of Neverwinter. Now, you guys know that you can take what you did last time was you took a caravan from Waterdeep to Neverwinter because they don't go beyond that. So you took a nice, posh, fancy wagon ride, comfy ride the whole way down and back. You can do that again. You can take your piece of crap things and go up as well. You can also take a ship, and whether you can either even bring your wagon and stinky cart on the ship if you want. It's just going to cost you a lot of money. But you can also take a ship up to Waterdeep because it's along the coast as well. So be thinking about how you want to get to Waterdeep. The advantage of the ship is it never stops. So it is faster. It's not faster per miles per hour, but unlike caravans and yourselves, it doesn't stop overnight. So it gets an extra 8 to 10 hours of travel time as is overnight.
That makes sense.
So it is faster to get there by ship.
While we're walking, Scrambles is gonna try to befriend slash not be so mean to the Catoblepus. He's gonna go to the cart and make sure that its head is pointed out the back of the cart.
Okay?
So it's looking to the open area. He's gonna gently pet its head slowly, and then he's gonna take the blindfold off of it
Okay?
and kind of step out of the way so that it doesn't get him with his gaze. But he wants to unblindfold it
Okay?
while it's traveling so it can see out the back, so maybe it's not as scared.
Okay?
Maybe it's just pissing and shitting itself normally now. It's not doing it out of fear.
Right?
I don't know.
Really?
It still lets out uh, some
A
calls
shriek.
every once in a while, but it's not as
Yeah.
bad as it was. It's starting to acclimate a little bit.
Yeah.
And it definitely does notice and, sniffs and looking around. It is much more content
Okay.
with the blindfold off.
Good. If I see any roadkill or anything like that, I'm going to try to feed it to the cataplepus.
Okay. Uh, Toggin, you find a brilliant orange flower. Give me a.
We have herbalism.
These are that. So give me
Is it a
3d4.
poppy?
No, poppies are almost completely red. These are orange and red.
Well, they're like dark orange, but yes, I'll submit that they're
All right, so you find
near
6 of
red.
them. Give me your herbalism check. You don't know off the top of your head what this is, but it sounds familiar.
Ooh, good job.
I know exactly what
And
this
so you
is,
open up
apparently.
So
right to the
beefy.
page that tells you where it is. And this is
A poppy.
it is a wild. Why didn't it share it? Try again. There it is. It's a wildflower fire clover. And you remember it now because your
My book of poison.
it helps with poison and it helps mess up spellcasters. And one of the tests that you had to do to become a witch, hex witch, was
Which one?
you were given these and you had to maintain concentration on spells and things.
Nice. Definitely taking those.
So I'll add it to the party sheet. Inventory.
That's pretty cool.
6. There you go. Alright, and with your roll of survival 26, you guys are able to make good time. When you're following the high road, things like that, it's not a matter of getting lost. It's a matter of do you travel at normal speed, a little slower, or a little faster. So in this case, it's faster. So instead of taking you 4 hours like you were expecting, you guys actually get there a little early. So you get there about 9:15, 9:30 as you arrive in Neverwinter. So as you're traveling, go ahead and give me history checks. Those who are history inclined. Even if you're not trained in history, you can give me a history check.
Say, I'm not history inclined, but I did roll a 16. So, fuck
Just
yeah.
because you may have heard about it or you may have gone there. You lived there anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jackson, go ahead and read these first two.
Okay. The city was badly damaged when Mount no erupted some 50 years ago. The city of skilled hands works to rebuild under the watchful eye of its Lord Protector, Dagolt. Never, never remember. Say that 3 times fast. Who rules in the absence of an heir to Neverwinter's crown.
Okay, and then Micah, go ahead and read that one.
At present, no legitimate heirs to the old Alagondor royal line are known to exist, and many believe that the line has ended.
All right, and then Toggin, you remember hearing last time you guys were there
Lord Neverember, taking no chances, quietly pays off or disposes of anyone claiming a connection to the rules of old.
All right, and so that one click. That's what you guys remember slash know about Neverwinter. Here is
Fun
a
little fact, you remember that like crypt that we were in that was actually like a dragon when we were going to get the dragon slaying sword?
Yes.
That was Lady Tanamir Alagondar. So
Oh, you don't say.
oh, I'm like that name's familiar, so I'm scrolling through my notes.
so the there are a couple little boys running around selling maps to Neverwinter. Do any of you want to buy a map of Neverwinter?
Yeah, Scrambles will buy one.
Sure.
Okay,
He supports
so
local economy.
um,
He gives his to
you
Taugen,
can
though.
get a
He doesn't
color
do
one
maps.
for a gold, or you can get like a little
Holy
scratchy
shit.
drawing, just a overall drawing with a couple things. Or you can get a detailed map for gold,
Scrambles will pay.
or a pizza
Ooh,
crap one
detail.
for a silver.
Is the colored one pretty detailed or no?
Yes.
Okay, then I will pay for the colored one.
Okay. So here
I'll
is
pay a gold for it, and then I give it to Taugen because I don't do
if you
maps.
want to put it in a note,
Tuggen
or if
does
you
do
want to
maps.
put it in one of
Yes.
the lower buttons along the bottom. Uh,
And to do that, you adjust.
Grab where it says up on the top left, it says Neverwinter, and there's a circle there.
Yeah, grab that and then bring it down to hotkey.
Correct. Just make
That's how
sure
you
when you
do that.
click it
Just in case people don't do
and
know.
hold it, the hand turned into a fist to make
Yeah.
sure you have it, because sometimes it doesn't actually grab it. And you'll
Gotcha.
notice there are not only is there a little menu on a key on the bottom right, but there are pins.
I see the pins.
So some of these pins have some pretty cool stuff. So you'll notice like the Moonstone mask art is just that. It's art of what the Moonstone mask looks like. And then if you click on the Moonstone mask, it opens up a cool little flyer slash place of what's there, what you can buy there. Sometimes there's a quote. And it just so happens that the Moonstone mask is basically like the companions from Firefly. So
Yeah.
you go there, and like he says, the quote explains it best. The women of the mask are famed as good friends, worthy gaming opponents, and wise conversationalists. Many important personages of Amen, which you know is the city to the south, Baldur's Gate, which is way to the north, Waterdeep, also to the north, come to Neverwinter regularly to discuss their plans and businesses with their favorite lady in a mask. So they are like escorts, but very pricey and very knowledgeable and very good at what they do. But it usually does not involve sexual relations.
Okay.
Anyway, that's the Moonstone mask. Like I said, if you look at the art, it's cool. It's a cool little picture of a floating. It's a floating island. And so as you go around, you'll see there's the castle. They call it Never Scaled, but it's Neverwinter's the castle. There's a picture of that. There's Swift Heart Sundries. There's the Bleach Leviathan. There's Arcane Acquisitions. Priscilla's Potent Potapoles. Bronner's Dependable Defenses, for those of you who are interested in armor smithies. Right next to Bronwyn's Sharp Edge. There's the Fallen Tower, which is a really cool haunted tavern and restaurant. late every night at the precise time of the explosion that destroyed the tower, one can see the soundless phantoms of two terrified Brotherhood mages, limbs blazing, falling down like rag dolls.
Oh,
So Scrambles.
And the shard of
Scrambles
the
says,
moon is a temple.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm starving. Do you guys want to get something to eat, or do we want to try and
let's
sell
get
the
some.
smelly dog thing, or what do we want to do?
Let's get something to eat.
I agree. Hey kid, what's the best tavern in town?
Hmm. Let's see. Best
As he
tavern in
pulls
town.
out one of his maps.
Hmm. There are a couple different taverns in town. And you can tell he's waiting for a tip.
Here's an idea. If you take us to the best tavern in town, I'll buy you whatever dessert they're selling there.
So the Bleach Leviathan is a ship, and it's really cool. If you want to go there, they've got some, and it's 3 floors, and you can sleep there. And they've got stew and food and drinks, or the if you guys are going to be hanging around for a while, the Fallen Tower is really cool too because they have ghosts.
I don't want to fuck around with ghosts, so I think we should go to the Bleached Leviathan. What do you guys think?
All right, so he leads you guys to the Bleach Leviathan, which is number 7.
7.
Why is my
It's beached, by the way. You keep saying bleached.
I do
Like, is it bleached? I looked 2 times. It's like, did they
I'm like,
bleach
that's
a
pretty dark
Leviathan, or
for
is it
being bleached.
bleached? Is it beached?
there? Okay, now my arrow is colored. All right, so there it is, ma'am. It's up there,
Yeah.
number 7, and so if you click on that pin, you can see what they offer you. He orders a full meal and with
Oh,
dessert,
fuck. I pay for
so it
his
costs
food.
you a whole 2 silver.
Yeah, I know. High spender.
You spend the money, but you're grumbling about it the whole time.
And you see that they have a little. Someone has taken the time to write out slang. So there's up on the wall. There's a couple different
Butthole.
posters with these different slang on it, and it's there in the handout there. And they all, as your server and stuff comes around, they use these different slang as they're talking about their food and stuff. So go ahead and take away whatever
2 silver is what you
silver
said.
for the stuff you want. You can see there everything from the drinks and the foods. Did you want to spend the night there and get rooms?
What do you guys think? Are they willing to shelter my disgusting beast?
No, you have to go put those in the stables. You have to put your stuff there.
Oh, my
Anyway,
horses
We
anyway? Okay.
Yeah, we should probably try to find somebody to buy that.
I agree. As soon as possible. And by as soon as possible, I mean anytime next week, because I don't want to sell it without talking to Luthien first. As much as Scrambles wouldn't want to keep it.
True.
As much as Scrambles wouldn't want to keep it, I don't want to intentionally upset any players because I don't remember if she wanted to keep it or sell it. So, yeah, let's do that then. Let's try to find a place to put the horses and this sketchy fucking monster thing.
all right. Let me say, all total with your wagons, horses,
Yeah, because we got a bunch of shit.
oxen, your herd of sheep, all the things that you have will cost you 1 gold.
Oh,
'cause
okay.
it's not that
That was
expensive.
way easier than I thought it was gonna be.
It's not that expensive to
Okay.
take care of that stuff.
And then
I, I have vaguely remember her saying that she wants to keep it, in which case you guys would need to provide pay for someone to take it back to Fandolin.
I
I don't
did just
guys.
text her. She wants to keep it.
That's a terrible idea.
So you would
She's
have
gonna
to
have to beat.
pay
She's gonna
for
have to beat
somebody to
Scrambles in
do
arm
that.
wrestling because that's stupid. Why? Why would you? Why? What are you gonna do with it?
Well, she said it made like a good like guard,
I
Yeah, but
presume she wants to
something or
keep it
other.
down where
in
in
the
the lower
manor.
level. Yes, in the lower
Okay.
level of the manor,
I mean,
with as and train it and get it to
I
its
guess. I mean, it makes sense to keep it there if, like, yeah, if she's willing to trade it, then yeah. But that's gonna be like a
How
in the future thing for sure.
how much would it cost to get somebody to take it back to the manor?
So whoever's going to do it, I need a charisma saving throw.
I'm
Charisma skill check,
charismatic.
whether it's diplomacy, intimidation, or uh, what
Persuasion
the
and
other one is.
intimidation and
Persuasion.
deception.
Yep, one of those three.
Well, I'm very persuasive. So, let's do that.
I have a number, and then your roll will add or subtract to it.
You want that in chat or in the tower?
Just normal. All right, and then how protected do you want it to be? And that will determine if something odd happens, how
Do they
likely
save
it
it?
is to survive, and the people make it there. You can get up to, I'd say, half a dozen people.
And just to be clear, we're sending it back to our manor, correct?
Yes.
Ooh, Scrambles is willing to pay a good amount of money to get it there safe. He'll
Yeah.
help Taugen in doing that. So, pretty protected. How much does it cost to rent like a person to escort it down there?
So with her role with the roll that Mantha made, that Toggin
Yeah,
rolled, his roll
yeah.
would be a base 5 gold for someone to go down there because you guys have the cart and the thing already, the
Yeah.
beast of burden to pull it.
So
So it's
smart.
5 gold and then an additional 6 gold per person because they have to come back here. So the more people you have, the less likely something will go wrong if they're attacked by goblins or something. So
What is the recommended
5 gold
number?
flat, and then 6 gold, and that covers their food. That covers everything else. It's a 2.5 day trip.
Okay. So Scrambles is gonna hand Taugen 30 gold. Yeah. If you cover the 5, I'll cover the people. And then I'll hand Taugen 30 gold so he can get 6 people.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
We get 6 people. I've got the 5 coming out of mine.
So,
I'm taking my gold away right now.
Micah, give me a percentile.
Okay. Oops, I dropped it accidentally. Damn it, I dropped an 11%.
You know what?
Gonna use my inspiration.
Just as like a
Okay.
tip so that they do an extra good job. I'll
Hell
throw
yeah,
in another
26.
6 just so that each of them is getting 6 gold and not 5 so that
Okay.
maybe as like a tip.
All right. So
Well, 6 times 5 is 30, so I assume we're hiring 5 people, and then the
Or
5 gold is the flat charge.
yes.
So
well, I took out the 5 and then you passed me 30.
30, yeah. So that should cover 5 people.
All right.
Uh,
So you will just go ahead and fast forward, and say with the rolls I made and with the rolls you guys made, it does make it to the manor safely, and
Cool.
it was fed. They did not forget to feed it, and then it'll be Luthien's responsibility to take care of it,
When we get back there.
and make sure that she explains what it is to the snake and to Creepy, and so that you don't end up with a dead snake or a dead Creepy.
I
Would
I don't
be
know,
appreciate
man.
that.
interesting.
Pretty resist. I was like, yeah, creepy might
Could be
have a good fight with
interesting.
the
Yeah,
snake.
do a
But
arena
maybe.
arena fight between Cataplepus and Creepy to see who comes.
Oh, in
Yeah,
an
creepy
arena
keeps on trying to lure this thing into
into
running
the
off the
pit.
edge of the pit.
Yeah, I was like, in an arena, the Cataplepus just destroys him. But in his home field advantage, I don't know.
Yeah,
Um.
it's pretty cool.
So
All right, so that's all taken care
we,
of. You said you took away the money,
I did. Yeah, I had
and
575. I
Both
took 30 away
ends.
from
okay,
it.
cool. So
Um.
that's taken care of. I won't even mention it.
Cool.
To
We don't have to fuck with it, but
I will add it to the manor. So
Scrambles has settled on that because Scrambles didn't want to take it with us now. He was also fine with keeping it or selling it, but taking it home where it's out of our hair, we don't have to deal with it while we're doing this other task. That's fine with him. So that's why he
so
paid the money so quickly.
he would have gotten a
We
pretty penny for it in Neverwinter.
Oh, I'm
Probably
sure.
and more in in
Water
Waterdeep,
deeper. Yeah.
but just because there's more people to bid for it. But with Toggins 24, I'm going to say you guys are able to do that there in the dock area without even
Oh,
having to
cool.
leave the dock area. So it's only going to
Sit
take
there
you
on a
about an
boat.
hour to do that.
Sick.
So you still have the rest of the afternoon, probably 4 or 5 hours before you have to determine where you're going to sleep. I presume you're going to spend the afternoon in Neverwinter
Yeah.
instead of just pushing on. But I tried to put pins and stuff I think you would need. You know, basic supplies, magic stuff, potions, armor, weapons. So if I forgot anything, then let me know. Otherwise, you guys can go anywhere I mentioned. Anywhere that's pinned.
Scrambles would like to buy
Don't forget you
a.
have mithril armor you may want to get rid
Need to
of.
sell. Yeah, because nobody in our group can use it. Um. I need to
Jackson can't get
buy.
it because he's a barbarian.
What do you
Right.
call it? A sack. I want to buy a sack in case we ever encounter another rabbit again, because we didn't have one this time. And I want to buy
Yes.
some
People
some.
mocked me because my character has like 4 sacks
No,
and bags stuff, and I'm like, I
Yeah.
use them all the time.
yeah, I've been using my T-shirt because I don't have cloth, so I want to get like a piece of canvas that I can just like
Yep.
roll up and throw in my bag of holding. Because I've been using shirts and stuff for like 2 weeks. I've had to blindfold crap like several times this last few weeks, and had
Oh my
nothing to do with it.
gosh.
So I'm
And
using my
I've just
common
been
clothes.
letting it go. But yes,
Yeah,
the
I have like my dirty ass T-shirt that I like take all my crap off and then put my
yep.
dirty ass T-shirt over this thing's
All right.
face.
So Swift Heart Sundries, which has a cool owner, is number 8.
Oh, before I leave the Leviathan, can I get us rooms here for the night? Are you guys okay staying here? What if I pay for the
Yeah.
room? Can we just sleep here?
Yeah.
We
We
can
can
meet
just.
back up here at the end of the night and do dinner or something.
Um. Yeah. Do we want to end up taking that boat and just
Yeah,
traveling via boat to
yeah.
get up
No, I
where we
definitely
want to
think
go?
we should talk to somebody at the Leviathan about getting a boat. Also, smart
Okay.
move.
Um.
All right. So you go to Swift Heart. You just take away the money for the rooms. Those are
We're
there. And if
paying
you
for the
again,
nice ones. I'm gonna spend the gold. I'm gonna pay 4 gold and buy the 2 private parlor rooms upstairs. When's the last time we're
okay.
gonna get? We don't ever go to giant cities. Scrambles to go ball out a little bit and get the nice rooms for everybody because that's
Shit. If we're
cool.
going out and doing, how much of the
They
day
are
is
available.
left? Oh, nice.
Good. I was willing to pay even more money. And I'm gonna buy a gallon of ale while I'm there to take around town with me because I'm very thirsty. So I'm gonna carry a gallon of ale and just drink it as we're walking around places.
Okay.
Lovely.
I'm
I
taking my silver away right now.
I think before we forget,
Don't forget the
we
cheese
should.
hunk.
Oh, don't forget your cheese hunk.
Scrambles is intrigued. He will get the cheese hunk. I didn't see it yet.
1 silver.
Oh,
Doing it.
A big old hunk of cheese.
I
Scrambles has a cheese hunk and a gallon of ale, and he's just gonna follow everybody around town from wherever we go from this point forward.
There you go.
Before we forget to do something with them, Toggin wants to search for maybe like an
Excuse me.
artificer who might be able to make those goggles with those eyeballs we just got.
Oh fuck yeah!
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Before we forget about them, and
Think
I
about it.
and I come back to it in like half a year real time, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why do I have eyeballs in my inventory?
All right. So let's first do the Swift Heart Sundries.
Yeah, for sure.
They don't have a bag, but so let me go ahead and pull that up for you. I mean, they do have them. They're not on the list. So let's see. That is really expensive. Let me see this.
I think Micah made a very good point. I would also like to buy some bags, some sacks.
There we go. Holy shnikes. I don't know what the difference is, but you can get a bag for 5 gold or a
Holy
sack
shit.
for a copper.
And the bag weighs less.
So I don't even know. Anyway, so there's just here. Let me put the sack in the party sheet, and you guys can just I'll put 2, and then just change the number. Drag 1 and change the number to whatever you want. They're a copper piece, so it's not a big deal. And we do have actually a large sack, so if you read the paragraph underneath sack, the large sack is a larger version of the sack for 5
Wow.
copper. So here's this. It's also in the party sheet for 5 copper.
You want to also change the number of bets too?
Yeah, I did.
Look
It's
at
got you.
bags. Oh, really? It's not shown as. Okay, let me just open up the party sheet again. Oh, there we go.
They also have a soul sack, which
Oh, what now?
it. There you go. There it goes. It drains the soul of anyone's head is put inside it. Severed or still attached.
Yeah, they just casually have that.
Just
You could
don't
buy it for
mix
the
them
low,
up.
low price of 50,000 gold pieces.
We're talking about sacks. And then, of course, the haversacks. You have a regular haversack,
I have a handy haversack.
or you can get the toggins. I mean, the Hewards, or in this case, toggins. Handy haversack. Those are magic items. Anyway, so I'm just rambling. So there's your sacks.
They have good sacks.
Did you want
Since
anything
all
else?
of my rope went with the Catoblepus, I think I gotta buy more rope.
Okay, good.
I never like took it out of my inventory, so I'm just gonna buy 2 more
Perfect.
things of rope and take out 2 gold pieces.
And Jackson? No. Scrambles will need to do the same. Since your rope was gone. We can't hear you if you're talking, Micah.
Oh, my bad. I was muted that whole freaking time. All right. Do they have a canvas, like a thing of canvas, like a Joanne's fabric somewhere I could get some denim
There's a
or
rucksack.
some burlap from?
Like a yard of fabric or something.
Yeah. Maybe not a yard. Yeah, a yard's pretty safe. Let's do a
So-
yard.
They also have a
Pretty
rucksack,
small.
which I just shared, which is like a sea bag. So
Okay.
it's a large rectangular leather container, shoulder straps you wear on the back. So this is huge. Like I said, it's basically a sea bag.
Yeah.
Most of you guys know
I
what
love
a sea
sea
bag
bags.
is. So that's rucksack, but it's 9 gold, but it's huge. So it's like
Oh, I'm not
it's
gonna
even
buy
bigger
one.
than the backpack. So anyway, let me see. Fabric or cloth. Yep. Cloth wad.
Like Triolent?
2 copper for cloth wad. Uh, cloth. There you go. So cloth is 5 copper, and then you can make it. So that's basically, I'm going to say it's a yard of cloth, and you can then open it up. I'll put this in the party sheet. There you go. Same thing with the cloth wad if you want to buy a wad.
A
What
wad?
are you talking about?
Just a wad of cloth.
Cloth wad. That's what
It's
it's
a
cheaper.
wad of
It's only
cloth.
that's like the size of a hand towel. So and then you just open it or click on it and type. If you want to make it different colored or patterned or whatever you want for the cloth,
Okay.
if you care. Otherwise, you can just leave it as cloth. And again, just change the number once you drag it from the party sheet to whatever you want it to be.
Adventuring cloth?
It's
Guys, I
adventuring
need to
gear,
get going
yeah.
here.
All right. Tuck Chris said hi. Is
All right, we'll do.
there anything you wanted to do in the city while you're here?
I like to keep an eye on the iron and metal stuff. So the antiquing and some thrifting shops and no,
Okay. But
whatever.
Branwyn's Sharp Edge and Branner's Dependable Defenses, you find out there are 2 dwarves, a brother and a sister right next to each other. They talk They talk smack about each other a lot. There's a big rivalry going on, but they don't sell the same things. So one sells armor and defenses, and the other one sells weapons. That's really the only blacksmithing thing of interest in the city.
Okay, cool.
So you can go there and talk to them. And,
Yep.
all right.
What's her dwarves?
Say hi to your
All
family
right,
and
guys.
stuff.
I'll talk to you
Okay.
guys later on then. Bye bye.
And
I'm
there's
just
also
looking through items and stuff, and there's a glass blowers kit, and then there's glass breakers kit.
Where's I'm
Yeah.
gonna go?
right.
In case a large rock isn't enough.
All right. So there's that stuff. All right. So then, and again, if you guys think of anything else you need, we can go with that. So getting back to what you were talking about with the goggles. That would be Arcane Acquisitions, which is below number 3. And if you open that up, you see it is a he at first gets annoyed when you ask him about it, but then as you take out the cataplepas, he sort of
It's like, oh wait, free materials?
is very interested and curious about him. So let us take a look. So a normal item. Goggles of withering. Alright, here we go. Alright, so they are normally about 3,400 gold.
But we are providing 600 gold pieces worth of eyeballs.
So it will take him nice. Alright, so he can have these. Today is the 9th. He can have them ready on the morning of the 11th. and he will charge. I need a charisma of some kind. Nice. So talking, I got a 26.
Nice.
Nice.
So it'll cost you
Okay.
1,000 gold
Oof,
Okay.
that's a
Um.
lot.
instead of the normal 3,400.
Oh,
Normal
1,000 gold.
Yeah.
How many
Um.
gold? How many gold to platinum?
10.
Oh.
10 gold to platinum.
So it will
That's
be
100
100
platinum.
platinum. Yep.
Yeah, I've got that.
You can also
Okay.
turn in your
Goggles of whatever.
goggles of night if you want to try to sell those.
Oh, and will he buy my mithril?
He will not know, but the two people I just mentioned would. You can
The
also
people that
send it.
Jackson went to?
Yes,
Yeah, I'll send it with Jackson for him to sell it to them because he knows what he's talking about.
right.
He
I
can
feel like
upsell it.
he could haggle with them better than almost any of us because he actually knows what he's doing
Okay.
there. So I'll
So
send it
I'm
to
going
him
to
to
It's
say,
sell.
like
just
they
for the
give them
sake of
a.
argument, because he didn't think about it, um, he will pay for that. He will pay for it and send it back with the Catablepus to sell
Oh, okay.
in
He can fix it up and
things.
sell it.
Oh yeah,
It's
in
not broken,
his smithy.
but and
Well, I mean,
he
like
may
it's
never
big,
sell
so
it because it's so big, it's so expensive,
well, he
and you
could
don't have
take
a
it
whole lot
and
of
like
stuff.
size it
But
down to like a normal person one and make like a human sized one and like a child
right,
set of armor maybe, or
And I
like
mean, at the very least, we are trying to attract adventurers
yeah.
to our town,
but
so
Jackson
we've got good
continually
gear.
says, "I have plenty of money," so he doesn't really care.
I'm
Doesn't
not
really
trying to rip him off.
care
I'll give him
about
whatever is fair.
making a lot of money. Let me see where to where is your? Did you delete it already?
The mithril? I didn't delete anything.
Okay.
2 reasons. A, I don't know how. That's pretty much it.
Mithril chain armor. There we go. Okay, so it is listed as 447 uh, as normal value. So
I'll give it to him for 4 because that's
it
easy
would.
math.
Yeah, but he has to turn around and make a sale. So he'll give you. It's normally when you sell stuff, it's normally 50%
Okay,
before you roll and stuff like that, which is like 220. So he'll give you 300.
sounds good. He can have
So
it for 3. I would have given it to him for free if he could use it. So
yeah, but he's
it is
selling it. He's
his.
not going to use it. He's just going to sell it. So
Oh, I know. That's
he'll
what I'm
make
saying.
that
Had
money
he needed
back
it, it would have been
eventually.
his. Yeah.
So boom. Okay. So that's gone. I'm going to sell your wand of pyrotechnics.
No.
Dude, I think he would
Okay.
rather die than
I
sell that
like.
wand.
I don't know about dying, but it's pretty up there. It's pretty up
Look,
there.
you found out it was gone and you flipped out.
I immediately went on a tirade. But yeah. Okay.
Just all right. Okay. So yeah. So arcane acquisitions. Let me go ahead and put that in the calendar. 11 of hammer. Funar, Ralalar, Flinar. Arcane. Acquisitions. We'll finish the goggles of withering.
I want to go to the Moonstone Mask for dinner. I have a bunch of weird shit.
You're just like, look, man, I'm gonna sightsee here.
Yeah. It's not like we're on a deadline or anything, right? Come on.
That's right. All right, so there is also the defensive cleaver, the tithing mace, quicksilver longsword that he has for sale and stuff. Um, I like the tithing mace; it's pretty cool. So
What's a tithing? You hit somebody and they make you give you money?
no, so it's a normal mace, and then you put 10 gold pieces along the surface of the weapon and pray to the god of your choice for 10 minutes, and then it
Okay.
becomes a +1 weapon until the next long rest, and the gold coins are gone.
Bro, that's
Oh,
just a
that's cool.
subscription based weapon.
Yeah, exactly. For 10 gold a month, you can feed a child like Scrambles. There's no
So
way that's worth not
it's
enough gold.
cool. I just thought it was
No, no, no.
unique.
It's 10 gold coins like a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like
Just,
today you wouldn't need it. So you
yeah,
say you wouldn't
exactly.
need it.
Scrambles is looking over Taugen's shoulder at the map and he's reading. He's like, Castle Never, Hall of Justice, Moonstone Mask, Fisher's Float. He skips right over House of Knowledge, which would be super useful to
Oh
find out
my
about
god.
basilisks. And
The
it's called House
Wait.
of Knowledge. What the fuck?
That's right.
Oh my
The
gosh.
defensive cleaver is cool too. Whenever you take a dodge or disengage, you can go an extra 5 feet.
Oh, that's cool.
Anyway, so yeah, that's some of the stuff he has, and he has a little goblin helper,
Oh, I was just thought it was gonna be something cool.
Gigs. His name is Gigs. All right, so is there any other stuff, Stoggin? Is there anything you wanted to buy or sell, or
You know what?
from
Just
the
because I think I'm gonna
potent
buy
potables?
just
Oh shit.
uh 2 extra empty water skins just to keep them
Okay.
in my backpack for whatever weird fluids we want. Whatever weird fluids we
Okay.
acquire.
Now,
There's also flasks and vials. So a vial is 4 ounces. A flask is 8 ounces.
Scrambles, as Taugen's buying all this extra crap and he's buying all this extra crap to refill his stuff, he looks at Taugen and goes, didn't they say something about bells deter vampires? Wasn't that like a thing we heard?
That was something Luthien said. I have it written in my notes if you want exactly what she said.
They have bells at the Shard of the Moon.
Yeah, there's also like bell kits. That's like a kit that you can get.
And there's
It's like a
holy water.
string with
The bell kit is uh, a cheap
it's like
version of the alarm
basically using
spell.
alarm.
You hope somebody bangs, no,
Yeah.
doesn't see the tripwire, and it will ring a bell when they step on it.
What is
And
a
again,
scripture book and why is it 25 gold?
Where you seen this?
Under Shard of the Moon, I'm cheating by
Okay.
looking at all of the dots you told us to look
No,
at earlier.
that's what I said to do.
He said, look at all these dots.
Yeah.
And so I was looking at some of them. The moon one, before you buy your flask, the moon one has actually some cool, like different wine glasses and things like that you might want to look into, Taugen. The number 4, it has. Oh, never mind. That's just fine bottles of wine.
yeah, that's
They're
beverages.
liquor. They're by the bottle and by the glass, not actual glasses. Never mind. We're for sure gonna go there and get fucked up. We got a half day, and there's no one here to babysit me besides Taugen. And Taugen has probably never been to. Well, actually, you were just in Waterdeep, so never mind. You have been to a city of the folk.
Yeah, Toggen's mostly letting you do all the stuff because he
That's
is
perfect. Scrambles
very
acts like he
uncomfortable.
knows all things. He's also chewing on a giant wheel of cheese and drinking from a gallon of ale. So
He just every once in a while passes over the giant wedge of cheese.
it's like in that movie Blank Check with Macaulay Culkin. That's basically what's happening with with Scrambles right now. He's buying all of the cool shit he sees, and he's eating all of the shit food. And
By the way, I'm just going through the comprehensive equipment manual. I'm gonna be honest. Didn't you like buy like a bunch of ball bearings, or was that in a different campaign?
I think it was in a different campaign, but I for sure bought like 200 ball bearings that I had in a
Because there's a
bag.
thing of
I had
There's
them in a
something like
bag, and I would throw them on
10,000
the ground.
boulders.
Yeah. I threw them on the ground at one point. I don't know. I
Oh
used them to
yeah,
make a
weren't we
trap.
like planning on like buying more animals while we were here, like horses or something,
I don't remember for what.
to pull the
No, you guys
carts?
had them.
No,
They
we
had
had
them
No, we
in
them.
have them
Okay.
already.
Phandalin. They just don't have the weird like elephants and um, weird
Yeah,
mounts.
and we have a fuckload of weird animals we don't need to buy anymore. Our DM keeps throwing these hideous monstrosities at us, and we keep getting them. So
Anyway, so it's just a book. It is just what it says. It's a book of holy scriptures, uh,
okay,
and it's
it's worth
just very
25 gold. I
fancy.
know that's so cool.
It's very fancy. It's like the old Bibles you see with the filigree on the sides and gold inlay on the bindings and stuff. It's just fancy.
What do you believe in, Taugen? Are you religious in this game, or are you like
I
a
mean, he's
earth person?
kind of more of like an earth, like spirits, like kind of stuff.
You
Like,
don't worship like Sylvanas or anything crazy like that?
no, like natural energy and stuff.
Okay. Well, never mind.
All right, so yeah, so that's the Shard of the Moon. It's very fancy. It's a nice looking building and everything. It's a temple um, to Saloon, and Salune, depending on how hoity-toity you want to be. If you're talking to an elf or not.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have Zorkel here anymore, so just a saloon.
That's right.
Yeah, I definitely want to. Yeah, but Luthion's an elf.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. She just kind of vanished right after she told her dog to bite you because she's not here.
I assume that will reconcile itself. I really hope it doesn't because I'm about to buy some really fine wines for her.
You know what else we can buy? We can buy Catoblepus musk because we definitely want to smell that more.
Yeah. So after we stop there, I do want to stop in and eat because I'm hungry. Having finished off my cheese wheel in my gallon of beer, I want to stop at the Moonstock Mask to get some food. Me and Taugen. You interested? I'll buy dinner. They've got some weird
Yeah.
stuff. They've got dainty fish skewers, mussel and mollusk soup, clam chowder, turtle soup, hot pies.
Octopus broth,
Yeah.
mushrooms, and herb and garlic sauce.
Um, as long as you don't just buy like the grossest thing on the menu, Tagan will let you choose. For
That sounds great. So when we get there, is this like a fine dining establishment or what is
Yes,
this?
very much so.
So Scrambles is gonna look at the elf lady who's like
And do you
the
see the? Did you see the picture? So it says
uh
Moonstone Mask art.
no, I was looking at the art, okay. Oh, it's like a floating thing.
Mm-hmm. It's a floating
Oh, it's
building.
very pretty. So Scrambles will say to the seater person, whoever seats us, Scrambles is gonna say, "Hey, uh, I'm kind of a sloppy eater, and I don't want to embarrass any of your customers or anything like that. Do you have like a private booth I could pay for me and my giant friend here?"
again,
And she
not the giant.
takes you off, and there are several of them off. Little beaded curtains and stuff. So there's most of the areas. There's only a small section of it that's open seating.
Okay. I'd like to start with 2 bottles of your strongest dwarf liquor and 1 bottle
Oh my
of your
gosh.
fire wine.
Okay.
And
Go ahead
then
and take off their gold.
I'm getting there. I'm not done ordering yet.
So
And
that's all
then,
your drinks. You need food.
yeah, I know. And then
He
for
just gets
appetizers,
blackout drunk because he does not
oh,
order any food.
yeah, I'm gonna get pretty drunk, which is fine. We're pretty close. And then for the food, I would just like, could we just get one of everything, and then the desserts at the end? I know that sounds crazy, and it's gonna take a long time.
So
Feel
there are
free
no
to.
strawberries.
There's no strawberries. There were strawberries on this list.
Yes, it's seasonal strawberries and chocolate, and
Oh,
they're not
No.
seasonal right now.
that's okay.
Um,
End of the world. Fuck
So I
it, we
got.
go to another point.
Storm out. Um,
Okay, so I've got my alcohol so far. Now, yeah, I want one of everything.
so if you're not paying for the company of a mask, uh,
What's that mean?
one of the
if
women
you're
to
if
come
you're not paying for an
hang out and
escort
talk
to
with you
hang
guys and
out,
play games and
Yes,
um,
I want one of
yeah.
those. Paladin, would you like one of those?
I am alright.
Okay.
There
You don't
are
want one?
Goliaths there.
Do you need like a dude company? We could get a dude to come sit with us. Whatever you're into, man.
So that
Look, man, just in general, like Mantha's not interested in like trying to live out any
No, I
sexual
gotcha.
fantasies in D&D.
Oh, neither am I. I would never do this, but Scrambles would.
like I said, this is not. That's a lot of money, and you guys
Yeah.
probably couldn't afford it. This is. They are,
Oh
like I
yeah,
say, from
just
either
to like
bottom.
hang out
They're
with you and
worthy gaming opponents, wise
Oh,
conversationalists. These are very high
oh, that's
end.
platinum pieces. Holy shit.
Yes,
Um.
these are.
Okay, so rooms including meals and stabling. Oh, that's like rooms to sleep there. Walking,
Yes.
dining, one platinum piece each. Okay, so let me throw in my platinum
So she'll
plus and
come and sit
platinum
down and talk to you guys and give me a percentile.
gold. And a platinum is 10 gold, right?
Yes.
So plus 50 gold. I'm just converting everything to gold for now because it's a little easier for me to do. You said a percentile, is that correct?
Yes.
Cool. 63.
All right. So you have a choice of either a very attractive half orc or a um, human or tiefling. And I didn't want to keep repeating myself. They're all attractive.
Okay. Let's go with Tiefling. That seems cool.
Okay. So again, she's very knowledgeable. She's very intelligent. She laughs at all your jokes. She will play dice. She will eat, help picks off whatever you guys are ordering. We'll eat
Cool.
daintily and stuff, and just hangs out, and then you guys have a really good time that evening. So
Cool.
it's going to cost you 6 platinum plus whatever
Whatever I've already
foods
bought.
you order. Yep,
Okay.
food and drink you order. Um,
Oh,
and then if you're going to be ordering multiple things, it'll be
yes.
1 gold for each item on the right.
Okay. 1, 2, 3,
Actually, no, I take that
12.
back. So it'll be half a gold. Two items per 1 gold.
Okay. So, just gonna run this. Do you want me to run the rap sheet by or just tell you how much gold I spent?
No,
And you
you
can
can
tell
tell
me
me.
whether or not
You
that's
said you
fair.
got one of everything on the menu. I
Yeah.
said there were no strawberries, so you don't have to count that. And then you
Yeah, I got one of everything on the menu.
drinks.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 6 gold. I got 2 strong dwarf ales to start with. That's 10 gold. So plus my 6. And then I got a bottle of fire wine, which is 9
And
gold.
is Talgan helping pay for any of this?
Nah, this is Scramble's treat.
Okay.
Scrambles doesn't get to do this often, so he's excited. He's going ham. Bottle of fire wine, and then he's gonna buy 2 bottles of fine wine, so that'll be 12 gold. And then he's probably gonna drink 2 tankards of ale, so that's 8 copper. I'm just gonna round that up to a gold because it's too much math to do. Actually, I'll buy a gold worth of ale just to make it easy. So that's 38 plus then I got to pay for platinum for him and I. So that's 20 more gold. So 58 plus the company of the person, which is another 50. So about 110 gold. Does that sound about right, DM?
50, 60, 75. Yeah, sounds about right.
Okay. Then yep, that's what we doing. I will get rid of 110 gold. I bought an extra bottle of wine, the fine wine for uh what's her
So
face?
this is for the normal person. This is insane.
Yes.
It's like going to, I don't know, like a Vegas
Like the
casino,
Davenporter. Yeah,
yeah, or the Davenport. Dropping $600
a
for a
couple
meal.
thousand. Yes.
And but they are the servers and the Moonstone Mask people. Don't bat an eye. It's they're used to it.
Cool.
It's just adventurers rolling up in town and then just
My thing is like
throwing
I
their
just
money
made
around.
300 gold to sell armor I'm not gonna use. Like I could have balled out 300 gold worth, but I controlled
True.
myself. I'm proud of me. I only spent $110. And the best part about it is nobody else was here to enjoy it, so I
That's
like
right.
that. It's
Yep.
just me and Taugen. Everybody else is not here.
Yep. We're having
I
a
did
good
get a
time.
glass of water for. I did get a glass of wine for Luthien. Excuse me, a bottle of wine for Luthien and a bottle of wine for Jackson though. So I kept the fire wines.
Okay.
I'm not gonna put them in my inventory. I'm just gonna give them to them, and then I'm gonna get rid of my gold.
Yeah, they are.
That's 110.
All right. So the
Okay.
answer to your question is yes. It is going to
Hell yeah.
be same price as that. 12 gold.
Can I like fork out a little bit more for a really nice one?
Yes. And unlike something we were talking about, they're not all
Bad.
insanely massive. There are some that are, um, like the size of a sax.
Nice.
So
Okay. Um, I don't know how much extra to put in. If I just put in like 16 gold, can I get like a really nice one for him?
yes.
With the chilies.
And it will have. So it has this. So it has a small enchantment on it that makes it. The user can determine how loud it is within um, up to double what a normal sound output would be, or down to almost to where only the player can hear it.
That's awesome. Um, so Scrambles forks out like a butt ton of cash for for dinner,
Dinner.
uh,
And
and
gifts for the
then
others.
Toggin pulls out a really nice didgeridoo for you.
That's sick. I could play this, and I'm pretty drunk at this point, so it probably sounds like dog shit.
Toggin makes sure that the volume is turned down.
Cool. Because Scrambles does not. I've also eaten a dainty fish skewer, mussels and bale soup, clam chowder, turtle soup, a pie, a
Octopus
pie,
broth.
octopus broth. And I'm drinking so much ale, it's wild. I started with the nice stuff, and then I got a little crazy after that.
You're like, I'll start with the nice stuff while I like can enjoy it,
Yeah,
and after that, everything's delicious.
exactly. Cool. So Scrambles will definitely, actually not in this fine restaurant.
Well,
Even
you
drunk,
are
he
in like
probably,
a
even
you are in a
drunk though.
smaller room.
Do you think he? Yeah, I don't know. How loud is a didgeridoo? It's like a real life didgeridoo though. They're pretty freaking loud.
Yeah, but it's got an enchantment that changes that you can modify the volume.
Okay, good call then.
I turn it down so that it's like like a nice medium amount of noise for this room. And then
Okay,
I pass it over because I know
good
that
call.
you're immediately gonna play
Yes.
it.
So Scrambles will play his didgeridoos and his
Roll
didgeridon'ts.
performance.
Ooh. Roll performance. Where's my skills? I'm actually trained in that. It's not very good still, but I'm trained in it. It's actually pretty good. 19's not
Usually
bad at all.
pretty good.
Nice. That's
Yeah,
what I
19's
mean.
not bad.
That's phenomenal. It's really good.
Especially for how drunk I am. That's wild. Basically a master the didgeridoo. Some
My
people are
man
like,
can play drunk, but not at all sober.
yeah,
All right, so I
okay.
have added it to your
My inventory.
inventory.
Sweet. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much what I'm going to do for the rest of the day. And then at some point, stumble my way into our suites at the
Please, Leviathan. So they do have
Leviathan.
several different forms of transportation throughout the city. So you can.
Anything my sized?
Oh yes,
I'm pretty
I
big.
said yep. So you can do like a rickshaw. Um,
Oh, I'm not going to make some poor kid a rickshaw my giant ass across town.
and they had two little horse-drawn carts, two fancy wagons. So they arranged, and there are several of them outside the Shard of the Moon to
Oh,
take people
cool.
home. Um, and so you safely get back to the. Oh, I know why. Because I changed the pin. Says bleached Leviathan. There we go. So now I'm
Ah.
fixing it. So that's why I kept saying bleached, because the pin says bleached, but it's actually beached. Anyway, so you get back to the beach, Leviathan. Did you already pay for the rooms? I don't remember if you actually
Yes, I've
took it
already
away.
taken that money out.
Perfect. All right, so we'll leave it here. You guys are sleeping off a very full night, and we'll pick up here next week. As far as I know, there's nothing coming up until mid-April, beginning of May. So we should be on for the rest. Let's see. Yeah, February, March, most of April. Uh, so if something comes up, let me know. Otherwise, we will be back here every Wednesday. So thanks for playing, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it.
Heck yeah.
Hope you like your new armor and your goggles when you get them. So I presume you're going to be going to Waterdeep and then coming back to pick up the goggles, or you can wait 2 days. It's up to you guys what you want to do. But it'll be the morning of the 10th when we start, and so be thinking about what you want to do. It's only one day, but then again, you have until the 16th. Let me see. Yeah, the 16th is the deadline that the Jiang Shi
Pirate guy. The zombie guy.
asked for you guys to do. So think about what you guys want to do. It's going to take you probably 2 days, I think. I'll let you know next week. Since now that I know that you guys are looking to go by ship, I'll let you know how long it's going to take, and
Okay.
how much it'll cost. And like I said, it's definitely going to be faster. It took you, I think, altogether it was a week from Waterdeep to Phandalin. So I think it's like 5 days to Neverwinter. So by ship, it's probably only going to be like 2. So
Sweet. That's good.
it's much faster.
That saves us so much time.
I did want to at some point, probably tomorrow, when I'm awake, check the House of Knowledge to see if they know anything about basilisks.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be a damn shame to not check the Hall of Knowledge
And
if they have anything
not
about vampires or basilisks.
absolutely. And I have been going through the comprehensive equipment manual, and I have some questions about whether or not I can find a few items.
Okay. So if you want to make a list,
Keys it up.
if you think it's something that, do you think it's cool stuff people will care about, or do you want to just do it off air?
Um, there's a few cool things.
All right. So just make a note of the stuff, and if you want to shoot it to me on Discord, or I'll just wing it next week, whichever one you want to do, and we'll go from there. So,
Yeah.
I go. I do want to do a quick shout out to for anybody who's listening. All this stuff from Neverwinter. Uh, I added the pins and things like this, but I did not make all that stuff. That is something that you can find online. The guy also did the same things for Phandalin and several other WotC adventures. It is right here. Website for Neverwinter stuff. It's hard to say the website, but it's like Inco 8 Inchoate Thoughts. So it's inch letter O ATE Thoughts .com.
Is it short for like incoherent thoughts?
I'm
Or is it
not
spelled
sure
somewhere?
where he came up with this weird name, but if you also just search for Neverwinter Guide, you'll find it. But like I said, he does a lot of stuff. Amazing, all this, the art that you saw tonight, and for the having to do with Neverwinter, and this particular map. And stuff like that. Every shop that you saw, all that's done by this one guy. So check him out. It is free. I threw him I threw a little money his way because he spent all this time and effort. And to me, it made a big difference than just me giving you a laundry list of stuff that's there.
Yes.
So,
to
me,
and
it was worth
if we
buying
were in the last half hour of our game, we could have putted around this town for a long time.
Yeah. So
like you could get lost in a city this big,
but
with
it is
all
free,
these details and stuff.
Feel free to check it out. Actually, let me
I got the link to it in chat. The first
Perfect.
one,
Cool.
I just can't delete my message because I'm a moderator.
And that's what it looks like. So on the stream, you can see there the website and stuff like that. And he does a lot. He did a lot of. I used some of his stuff for Phandalin, and some of his. I've got some of these shop pictures for Phandalin too. So anyway, thanks again. Don't forget to like, subscribe, whatever else you do. Enjoy the rest of your day. Say goodnight, guys.
Good night, guys.
Good night, guys.